Good morning, Torrington. I'm Eric Starkey.
And I'm Crystal Albers. It's Thursday, August 10th.
And you're watching Torrington Today.
Well, in yesterday's paper, you can read all about, we have the C-Tech dedication coming up. That is August 24th. I believe that was not inevitably, but inadvertently left out of the paper. Also, we have local competes in cowgirl pageant. A local girl was the youngest competitor I hear. Eric covered her in the cowgirl pageant at the Scottsbluff County Fair, and there's a very cute picture along to go with her article. In tomorrow's paper, we have a story about Lingo Town Council. They've been fielding a lot of eclipse calls about parking, and they don't have any really designated parking in town, so they're just kind of gonna fly by the seat of their pants and let people park along Main Street and
I guess that's one way to handle business.
Yes. And also, we'll have a story about summer school wrap-up. It sounds like it was very successful. They're still struggling with kids not wanting to take the tests they have, so they're looking at other options for that. And they have a lot of individualized learning programs that they use that have been real successful this year. So that's about. Otherwise, there's lots of pictures of local events, and you should check them out. So.
Well, in sports, it's kind of the calm before the fall sports storm. In yesterday's paper, you can read about Senior Olympics. There were two seniors from right here in Torrington that went to Laramie. Jerry Powers took home a medal in archery, and Rusty Winget brought home six medals in swimming. So he had a pretty active weekend in the pool. And then another Torrington resident, Toby Lewis, he went down to Kearney, Nebraska to compete in the Nebraska Senior Games, and he won 2 medals as well. So Goshen County's kind of raking in the medals there. You can also read about the truck and tractor pull from last week's Scottsbluff County Fair, and 2 locals competed in that as well. So locals are kind of getting out there and
sounds like it.
Making a name for themselves, that's for sure. In tomorrow's paper, like I mentioned, it's the calm before the storm, so you can read about the impending storm. There's a story previewing kind of the beginning of all the seasons for all the local sports teams around here. And golf and tennis. Golf's actually in action today, believe it or not. They're in Wheatland. Tennis is in action on Saturday in Casper. And then the rest of the sports start practice on Monday. So, fall sports is here as far as I'm concerned. You can also take a look at the Coach's Corner, which is going to become a regular thing throughout the fall season, kind of highlighting a coach or two per Coach's Corner, and we'll be looking at different coaches from around the county. So you can read about Lyle Wiley, the new Torrington tennis coach, in this week's Coach's Corner.
He's a pretty nice guy, I think.
He is.
Well, speaking of impending storms, we have the eclipse coming up. There's not a whole lot going on this weekend, but everyone's thinking about the eclipse. It's the 21st. It's a week from this Monday. And so I guess they've been suggesting you get your groceries, you get your fuel, and be prepared to not have cell phone or internet service. So I guess start sending out those letters now if you want to tell anyone anything. We have the August 16th, the library is going to be putting on a kind of informational event with an astronomer talking about the eclipse, different celestial events. It's not just the eclipse, but people can ask him questions so you can appreciate more what you're seeing Monday. And then there's a ton of events the weekend before the eclipse going on, people trying to kind of capitalize on the excessive population we're going to have here. So just keep your eye on the paper and keep your eye on the skies.
Well, for sports this weekend, it's kind of slow because it's just the tip of the iceberg, but as I mentioned, golf is in action both today and tomorrow in Wheatland, so you can catch your Blazer golfers. The tennis team is heading to Casper on Saturday, and then on Tuesday, the tennis team is heading to Rollins for a match against Rollins, and then EWC Volleyball gets things kicked off in a scrimmage against their heated rival WNCC on Tuesday, and that'll be here in Torrington. So that's the first chance to get competitive action of a local team here in town. So mark your calendars, but it certainly won't be the first, or it's the first, but it certainly won't be the last this year. In weather, it's not looking the greatest.
Yeah.
Temperature-wise, we're looking pretty good. Today's 76, and then both tomorrow and Saturday we're looking at 82 degrees both days. But we're looking at thunderstorms for the next 3 days. Today, I think it's going to be scattered thunderstorms pretty much all day, and then tomorrow and Saturday we're looking at storms in the afternoon into the evening. So
hopefully that clears up by next week, and there's going to be a lot of disappointed people.
yes, that's very true. Nothing can ruin an eclipse like a thunderstorm.
Yes.
So I guess just hunker down and take your umbrella if you're going anywhere.
Yep,
because sounds like they could pop up anywhere.
Yeah, you can feel the falls coming. I've heard
Yeah.
the locusts and everything. You can just sense it's about here. So
It's on its way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it, Torrington. I'm Eric Starkey.
And I'm Crystal Albers.
And you've been watching Torrington Today.